Hello everybody, this is Mrs. Sykes. This is my first attempt at doing a video like this, so do please be kind. I'm going to talk you through how our circulatory system works. Biggest thing you need to get your heads around is why we have a double circulatory system. The easiest way to explain this is to talk you through how it would be if we had a single circulatory system, and some animals do. If you just have one circulatory system, that means that the blood goes from the heart to everything else in one big loop. And I'm going to talk you through why that works, but also what the problems are with that, and therefore why we have a double circulatory system. In a single circulatory system, the blood would start being pumped from the heart and would go to the lungs. And at the lungs, we would pick up some oxygen. Obviously, the oxygen is needed so that we can get oxygen to every single one of our cells so that we can do respiration. And respiration is how we release energy in our cells. If you don't do respiration, you are dead. So we need to be getting that oxygen all the way to our brain, to our muscles, so that we can do respiration and so we can keep living. The blood then goes from the lungs and it would then go to the digestive system. And at the digestive system, it would pick up foods, it would pick up glucose, being the most important one. This glucose is what we use for respiration. So we've now got blood, which is rich in oxygen and rich in glucose, and it travels around the rest of the body, going to the brain, going to the muscles, the skin cells, and it drops off this glucose and the oxygen and releases energy. And it will release, as a byproduct, carbon dioxide, which we need to get rid of. The blood goes to the heart with all of this extra carbon dioxide we need to get rid of. The blood goes to the heart, and when it gets to the lungs again, it drops off all of that carbon dioxide and gets rid of it. We pick up new oxygen and new glucose. Respiration happens again, releasing more energy, and we create more carbon dioxide, and we go round and round in a circle. But the problem with this is that it is very, very slow. As soon as the blood goes to the lungs, because the surface area is so big, it slows down to a really, really slow rate. So slow that our bodies can't use enough energy to do anything. The kind of animals that use this are the ones that don't move very much. It would work perfectly well, but it is too slow. So, what we do in our bodies is called a double circulatory system. The blood goes to the lungs and we drop off our carbon dioxide and we pick up our oxygen. So oxygenated blood goes back to the heart and then it gets pumped out a second time, and it gets pumped, and around the body it will pick up its glucose. That's that sugar that we get from our food, and it will take that oxygen that it's already got and the glucose that it's now got, take it to the brain, take it to the muscles, and then it will get pumped back to the heart again for return. And this is a double circulatory system, and it is faster. The blood is slowed down once, going to the lungs, and goes back slowly, but because it goes back to the heart, it then is pumped out quickly, picking up the glucose we need and the oxygen we've already got, taking that glucose and that oxygen to the cells for respiration, which then give out carbon dioxide that we need to get rid of. Carbon dioxide is got rid of in the lungs, oxygen is picked up. Oxygenated blood goes back to the heart, pumped back out, back to the intestines where we pick up glucose, back to the cells for respiration. And that is why we have a double circulatory system.